Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Easy. From out of nowhere into the wild and untamed West comes the Phantom Rider. Hello there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the Phantom Rider, a thrilling new story packed with the daring adventures of radio's newest rough-riding, fast-growing, quick-thinking Western star and starring America's most beloved cowboy, Tex Ritter. Our story has its beginning in the great and lawless Basin City cattle country, where, only a year before, the Phantom Rider roared throughout the countryside, spreading his mysterious brand of justice, blazing a path for the honest merchant and rancher to travel, for the crooked drifter and thief to fear. This was the code of the Phantom Rider. Here is the office of Boss Kincaid, unscrupulous cattle baron and self-styled leader of the thriving western community of Basin City.
I'm telling you, boss, if something ain't done to stop them drifters from coming into the Basin City country with their herds, you're not only going to have trouble on your hands, but the whole country's going to be overrun.
I know what I'm doing, Dawson. I ain't been asleep.
And what you going to do about it?
Most of them drifters are coming into the basin from the south.
That's right.
And the only way they can get their herd through is across Big Rock Canyon, right?
Sure. But so what?
I own that crossing and all the land around it, that's what. If they can't get across the canyon pass, they got to drive their herds 100 miles below. And it ain't worth the trouble.
Now I'm catching on, boss. We just post signs at the pass and dare 'em to come through.
Right. You and the boys can begin posting them signs the first thing tomorrow morning. Beginning right now, I'm closing the basin to outsiders. And I don't aim to have any interference. Hey, what's that?
Watch it, boss. Mike Dawson, out the door. I don't see a thing, but I sure heard it.
Dawson, look. There's snow tied to the rock.
What is it?
The Phantom Rider is back.
But, boss, maybe somebody's pulling a prank on you.
People don't pull jokes on Boss Kincaid, Dawson.
But the Phantom Rider ain't been in these parts in more than a year now.
It's him, all right. I've seen that handwriting too many times.
Well, what are you going to do?
This ain't good, Dawson. Having that hombre interfering with me again, I'm going to hire every gunslick that rides into this town. This time, the Phantom Rider is not going to take over.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
What do you have, stranger?
I'm hungry as well as thirsty, friend. I wonder if you could stir me up a glass of milk.
Why, sure. Milk at a bar?
Well, sorry, my mistake. It just happens that I'm loco about milk. Thanks anyway.
Just a minute. I'll get you a glass of milk. I keep the doggone stuff for myself. Thought I was the only one around here to use it.
Well, good for you, partner. I'm mighty much obliged to you.
Here you are. It's a fine drink, once you get used to it. This is fresh from the cow. Almost.
Well, there's nothing better. And from here on out, you got all of my business. Keep the change.
Ain't no charge for the milk. It's on me, stranger.
Oh, well, much obliged.
Yeah, haven't seen you around before. You in these parts, ain't you?
That's right. My name's Gabbert. Blue Gabbert. Just drifted in from Texas.
Proud to know you. My name's Domino. Or leastways, that's what everybody calls me.
All right, Domino, pour me a shot at... Well. Am I colorblind, or is that a glass of milk you're drinking, stranger?
Well, you may be colorblind, friend, but you're right about it being a glass of milk.
Now ain't that nice?
I take it you don't like milk.
I don't like milk, nor nobody what drinks it.
Well, now that's too bad. 'Cause it'd be so much easier for you to drink this glassful if you only liked it.
What are you getting at, stranger?
I mean, start pouring it down your gullet, 'cause that's where it's going if I have to pour it myself.
All right, hombre. You asked for it.
Now, how tough are you?
Kind of handy with your fists, are you? Well, see how you like this.
Watch you, Mr. Rowe. He's going for you.
You better be careful who you're drawing, friend. The next man might kill you.
You ain't going to get by with this.
I did. Now start drinking that glass of milk.
Look here.
Bottoms up and be quick about it. I might decide to plug your other hand.
You got it on me now, stranger, but...
Come on, drink up. Good for you. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Maybe you ain't through, remember that.
You'd be better off to forget it, friend.
Here, what was that shoot? What's going on here?
This stranger blows in and starts making trouble, boss.
Yeah?
Dawson, you're heading for the bad place, telling lies like that.
Shut up, Domino.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, stranger. Drifting gunslingers don't last very long on these parts.
I can take care of myself, especially if everybody's as gentle as this fellow you call Dawson.
Yeah? Lobo Dawson happens to be one of the fastest gunmen in the basin.
Well, maybe I just caught him when he was out of practice.
You ain't heard the last from me either.
If you want to keep your head tacked onto your shoulders, Dawson, you better shut up.
Yeah, quiet down, Dawson. What are you doing in Basin City?
Well, if it's any of your business, I'm looking for a job.
Then you're hired. You're working for me now.
Boss, are you crazy?
Maybe I don't want to work for you.
You'll work for me if you work. What's your name?
My name's Gabbert. Blue Gabbert.
All right, Gabbert. If you're still interested in going to work, drop by my office tomorrow morning. I got just the job for a man like you.
And what if I ain't interested?
You will be when you hear my proposition.
Well, then I'll stay around long enough to listen to it. Oh. Who is it?
It's me, Domino.
Oh. Just a minute, Domino. There, come in, Domino. I was just about asleep.
Sorry to be waking you up, Mr. Blue, but I wanted to talk to you.
That's all right, Domino. What's on your mind?
Well, you didn't strike me as the kind of feller what'd get mixed up with Boss Kincaid, if you know anything about him. So I figured that...
You figured us milk drinkers ought to stick together.
Something like that. I just wanted to know that I'm for you. I didn't want to see you hooking up with that gang when you'd be sorry for it.
Domino, you're all right. And I appreciate you coming by and telling me about Kincaid. But you know, I'm thinking about taking that job he offered me anyway.
Well, maybe I had you pegged wrong, Mr. Blue.
I don't think you have, Domino. I've just got good reasons that I can't explain right now. You believe that?
You bet I do. And any way I can help, just let me know. You see, I hear things all the time over where I tend bar.
Good. Then suppose you keep your ears open and a glass of milk on ice.
I'll sure do it, Mr. Blue. And you just call on me when you need me.
Good for you.
Well, I'll be letting you go back to sleep now. Come by and see me after you talk with Kincaid in the morning.
I'll do it, Domino. Oh, by the way, here's that paper sack you brought in with you.
Oh, that's for you, Mr. Blue. I thought I'd bring you a little something to go to bed on.
Well, that's real nice of you. What's in it?
A jar of milk.
Oh, well, much obliged, Domino. You are my friend.
See you in the morning, Mr. Blue.
All right, Kincaid, let's get down to business. I need a job. You say you've got one for me.
You particular about the kind of work you do?
That depends on the size of the pay.
You can name your own figure.
Well, now, you can name my job.
That's the way I like to do business. Did you ever hear of a masked hombre called the Phantom Rider?
Yeah, I heard of him. It used to be up in this part of the country somewhere, I heard.
That's right, about a year ago. And he came near ruining me. If I hadn't been lucky, I'd have never made the comeback that I did.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
Plenty. He's back.
And that good for you, right?
You bet it ain't. That phantom is bad medicine. Look at this note he wrote.
Kincaid. I left Basin City too soon. I am back to renew old acquaintances. Signed, the Phantom Rider. Well, I take it that ain't good either.
I gotta get that phantom, Gabbett. And you're the man to do it.
Well, knowing the Phantom's reputation makes it an expensive order, Kincaid.
5,000. Half of it in advance.
10,000. Cash on delivery.
That's the deal. Dead or alive, better dead.
All right. Now, what's my first move?
Now, that's hard to figure. He has an uncanny way of knowing my business and every move I make.
Does anyone else hereabouts know of the Phantom's return?
Only Dawson and me, as far as I know. Now, listen. At present, I'm figuring on having a little trouble down at Big Rock Canyon Pass with all them drifters. And if my guess ain't wrong, the Phantom is going to try and help them blast their way through.
And you want me to be on hand to try and stop them?
Right. I want you to ride over to Big Rock Canyon Pass tonight and help Dawson and the boys ride guard. I got a hunch the Phantom will be on hand.
Well, I don't reckon Dawson will be too anxious to work with me since our run-in last night.
He'll work. I don't allow my men to hold grudges against one another. And I'm telling Dawson that you're in charge, Gabbett.
Yeah. Be sure you make that point clear.
The boys tell me that a fellow named Murphy is the main troublemaker among them drifters. And he's got 1,000 head of cattle that he's trying to run through my pass. Be sure he don't.
I will see what happens. My big interest right now is about that $10,000 Phantom Rider.
You're the man I'm betting on to bring him in.
And I got a hunch you couldn't have picked a better man for the job. I'll check with you later, Kincaid.
Good.
Excuse me, friend. Can you tell me where I can find Buck Kincaid's place?
Ah, that's his place right over there.
Yeah, much obliged to you.
Oh, just a minute, stranger. You seem mighty upset about something. Are you a friend of Kincaid's?
Well, I am not. I'm going over and have a showdown with him about getting my cattle through his pass at Big Rock Canyon.
Well, I reckon me and you in the same boat. Seems like everybody has trouble with Kincaid. What's your beef?
I reached the pass this morning. When I tried to get through, his men stopped me at gunpoint. Claimed he owned the land. And if I drove my cattle through, I'd be trespassed, and I'd have to suffer the consequences.
Where's your herd now?
That's on the other side of the pass. And without grass and water. Yeah, something's got to be done, and quick.
Look, stranger, you don't know Boss Kincaid. Take my advice and don't see him till morning.
Yeah, but I don't know you either, friend. Yeah. What's this all about?
My troubles with Kincaid are a lot bigger than yours. If you'll strain with me and do as I say, I promise you won't go wrong. But you'll just have to trust me.
Well, all right. I'm ready to try anything. My name's Murphy, Tom Murphy.
Yeah, that's who I thought you were. My name's Gabbert. Just be sure you say nothing to anyone about this.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Believe me, I do, Murphy. Well, Domino, how's everything?
Fine, Mr. Blue. What'll it be for you?
Have you got a good cold one on ice?
For you, Mr. Blue. Fresh from the cow. Almost.
Anything new going on?
I heard Kincaid tell Dawson and some of the boys that he was sending a special stage over to Crescent City in the morning.
I reckon what's that for?
More than likely a money consignment.
Good. Keep your ears open. And that goes for your eyes, too.
You bet I will, Mr. Blue.
Thanks for the cow juice. Right now, I got a few things to do.
Did you make a deal with Kincaid?
Sure did, Domino. And I still got the deck in my hand. See you later, partner. I got cattle to tend.
The boss said that new hand was going to be here by dark.
I'm going to find the right time and even my score with that hombre.
You better take it easy, Lobo. You know how Kincaid is about his men holding grudges.
I know, but my time will come.
Right now, boss is as stirred up about that Phantom Rider showing up. He don't know which way to turn.
Yeah. When that rock come through the window with that note on it, he turned pale as a ghost.
Here comes Gabbard now.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Well, I'm a little late, boys. Had some business in town.
Yeah, Kincaid said you'd be in charge, so how do we work?
Well, you and Gerson cross over to the other side of the pass for the cattle are. I'll stand by on this side. If you run across any trouble, fire your gun. I'll do the same over here.
Them cattle ain't gonna get by too long without grass and water. So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't start getting some fireworks out of some of them drifters.
There's going to be a mighty full moon tonight. I don't think they'll try anything. I'll look for 'em to give up and turn back by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Come on, Gerson. We'd better cross over to the other side.
Yeah.
Well, see you later, boys.
Well, Lobo, you've been here a couple of hours. Ain't nobody tried to run them cattle through yet.
Nah, this fella Murphy has already been warned not to start anything. I don't look for him to give us no trouble.
You know, I get to thinking, with us standing here on the edge of these rocks like this, it'd give us a mighty good advantage if any of them drifters did try to make a run on the pass.
Yeah. We could pick 'em off like birds from here.
Just between us, I wish they'd try it. I'm itching for some action.
Then start reaching for the sky, boys. You're going to get it.
What is this?
Turn around.
The Phantom.
Don't shoot. You got us covered.
We ain't doing nothing. We're just riding herd, that's all.
On another man's cattle. You put these white shirts on and be quick about it.
Oh, what you gonna do to us?
Put 'em on and do as I tell you and you won't get hurt.
All right, Phantom. Anything you say.
And drop your gun belt.
Yeah, we ain't gonna try nothing.
No, we'll do just as you say, Phantom.
I'll get on those horses.
Oh, sure, Phantom, sure.
Yeah, anything you say.
I want you men to start stampeding those cattle through the pass.
Yeah?
Don't stop till every one of them are through.
But Kincaid...
You'd better worry about me, not Kincaid.
All right, Phantom, we'll do just as you say.
Better, and remember, I can see every move you make with those white shirts in this moonlight. The first one of you that tries anything funny, I'm going to pick you off your horses with this rifle. Is that clear?
Yeah. We won't try nothing. Will we, Gerson?
No, we'll do just what you tell us to do.
Don't try to warn your friend on the other side of the pass. I've already taken care of him.
We're going to do just what you tell us to do.
Yeah, we'll run them cattle through.
Get going. And remember, I've got a rifle leveled on those white shirts.
We got you. Don't worry about us trying to cross you.
Then start riding on that herd. Get going.
Come on. Let's go, Gerson. Shirts on and stampede that Murphy herd right through the pass.
What was the idea of the white shirts?
So he could cut us down with his rifle in case we tried anything. That moon was as bright as day almost.
Yeah, and that Murphy herd is scattered from here to breakfast, all over the basin.
That Phantom would come back to the basin just as I get things going good. What about Gabbett?
I reckon he's done for. The Phantom told us he'd already taken care of our friend on the other side of the pass.
Too bad. And I was counting on him.
Well, and I reckon you can start counting him out.
Hey, look at here, Kincaid. This job is a little more than I bargained for.
We thought you was done for.
What happened to you?
Well, all I know is this Phantom friend of yours shows up from out of nowhere, gets the drop on me, then ties me to a tree. The next thing I know, I see that Murphy herd come storming through the pass. And it was you two coyotes who was driving them through.
Now, we had to do it. The Phantom had a rifle on us.
Did the Phantom say anything to you, Gabbett?
Nothing, except to give Boss Kincaid his regard.
That meddling maverick.
Boys, get that Phantom dead. The man what does the job can name his price. Any amount. I gotta get rid of him.
Well, he got the slip on me this time, Kincaid. But the next time across, I'm bringing him in.
I've heard others talk like that, but they just disappeared.
You know, boss, I can't understand how that Phantom knows everything that's going on.
I can't figure anything about him.
If you ask me, I wouldn't be at all set back if he wasn't somebody we rubbed shoulders with every day.
You mean man by day, ghost by night?
Something like that.
Well, you might have something there, Gerson.
Right now, Gabbett, I want to have a little talk with Dawson and Gerson.
Sure, Kincaid. I'll step over to the bar. I feel the need of a glass of milk anyway. See you later.
You know, that Gabbard feller ain't as big or as tough as he lets on he is.
I'm keeping an eye on him. I don't exactly trust that hombre.
I got a hunch, though, that if he ever comes face to face with a phantom on equal terms, he's going to have an even chance. But right now, I got something else for you men to do. With a phantom on the loose, we got to be double careful.
What's up, boss?
I got to send a stage to Crescent City with the money from that Bud Morgan herd you men rustled last month.
You want us to ride guard?
Exactly.
But, boss, with the phantom on the loose, that's plain suicide.
That's why we got to outsmart him. I'm going to send a stage out at noon today, but the money ain't going to be on it. But tonight, as soon as it gets dark, there'll be another stage going to Crescent City. That will be the money wagon. You and Gerson are going to be on that stage, ready to shoot anybody that even looks like they're going to try a stick-up.
Boss, I don't like the idea.
Me neither.
It ain't a question of what you like, it's what I tell you to do.
All right. But you're giving us a mighty dangerous order.
What was that?
It ain't nothing, boss. Just a kid playing on the boardwalk.
Sounded kind of funny to me.
Oh, you're just jittery over this phantom, boss.
Yeah. Wasn't nothing in sight but that kid.
Now, you boys remember. I'll send out the phony stage at noon. We'll see if anybody tries to interfere. And tonight, we send the real thing.
The moon's gonna be mighty bright again tonight, boss. Couldn't we wait a few days?
I don't want that money around. I gotta get it to the Crescent City Bank.
All right, boss. We'll be ready to do the job.
Howdy, Mr. Blue. How's everything going?
Just exactly perfect, Domino.
I happen to know that Kincaid is sending a stage to Crescent City at noon today.
Yeah, I know it. And I'm sure it'll get there safe and sound.
You're a mighty peculiar fellow, Mr. Blue.
My mama dropped me on my head when I was a baby.
Well, how you getting along with Kincaid?
Fine, Domino, fine. I don't think it'll be long till Kincaid's worries will all be over.
Well, what do you mean?
He's going to have other things to think about. Yeah, I got to get along, Domino. See you later.
Oh, just a minute. You forgetting something?
Forgetting something? Oh, yeah. Is it good and cold?
Been on the ice a couple of hours. Here you are.
Much obliged. You're a real friend.
Well, like you said, Mr. Blue, us milk drinkers have got to stick together.
And Coulter just rode in from Crescent City, boss.
Yeah?
Said the stage got through without no trouble.
Good. Maybe the phantom ain't wise to us.
Well, I hope he ain't, 'cause I don't want to lock horns with that masked maverick no more.
Now it's getting nigh on the time you was pulling out. I got the stage down at Loudermilk Stables. The boys are loading the money box now, so you better get moving.
All right, boss. Come on, Gerson. Well, Gerson, so far so good. We're halfway through and no phantom rider yet.
Yeah, you better knock on wood. 'Cause that maverick's liable to show up from out of nowhere anytime.
Well, reckon there ain't nothing to do but sit here and keep our eyes peeled.
I'm so doggone nervous I couldn't hit the side of a barn with a double barrel.
Me too. Just thinking of that phantom sends a chill up and down my spine. If he's going to stay in this part of the country, then, well, I'm for leaving it to him.
Let's quit talking about him. It makes me nervous and jerky.
Yeah, me too.
Easy. Oh. All right, Flash, stay right here. I'll jump the stage from atop this rock. All right, pull up. That's right, boys. Come on, pull up.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Oh, don't shoot. Don't shoot. We'll do anything you say.
We ain't going to try nothing.
No.
You know what's good for you, you won't.
What do you want us to do?
Get that money box out and be quick about it. Come on, throw it down.
All right. We'll do as you say. Hey, give me a hand, Gerson.
Right with you.
Now. Up with it.
Throw it on the ground. I'll get off of the stage. Come on.
Sure, Phantom. Anything you say. We ain't going to try to pull nothing on you.
Be sure you don't. Now, let the team up. Get them out of here.
But we ain't got no way to get back to town.
If you don't do as I tell you, you'll never see town again.
All right. I didn't mean to say nothing. Come on. Get it.
Stand back to the side there while I shoot the lock off of this box.
Yeah, all right, Phantom.
You gonna shoot the lock off the box? What for? Hey, so what you gonna do with us?
One of you will go with me. The other will start walking back into Basin City to give my regards to Boss Kincaid.
Yeah, you take Gerson with you. I'll walk back.
No, take Dawson.
I'll take you, Gerson. Dawson's the fattest. He needs to walk and exercise.
That's fine, Phantom.
Where are you taking me?
We're going to Bud Morgan's place and return this money. He doesn't know for sure who rustled his cattle. I want you to tell him.
I'll do anything you say, Phantom. Anything.
And get on that horse.
Your horse? The Phantom horse?
You heard? Climb aboard him.
Well...
We'll ride double.
Anything else you want me to do, Phantom?
Just tell your boss, Kincaid, that I'm coming for him next.
I'll tell him for you, Phantom. Just exactly what you said.
Now, Gerson, let's get going.
Yes, Phantom.
I seen a poor Gerson was when that big white horse carried him and the Phantom out of sight.
Yeah.
I never seen or heard nothing like it. That horse almost flew, boss.
I might have known something like this would happen. Call in all the men you can lay hands on. We're going to start a search for that Phantom that won't end till we get him. $20,000 to the man who gets the job done.
Look, boss, I don't want any part of him. I'm telling you, we'd better cut out of this country while the cutting's good.
And leave everything I built up. Are you crazy?
No, but you are if you try to fight this Phantom. He's dynamite, boss. I'm telling you, there ain't no one man nor a dozen men that's got a chance against him.
So he carried Garson to Morgan's place to make him talk about the rustling herd, eh?
That's right, and there ain't no telling what he did tell Morgan.
I can handle Morgan all right. Now, come on, start rounding the men up. And see if that fella Gabbard is over at the saloon.
You won't have to send for me, Kincaid.
Gabbard? What are you doing with that gun?
I'm pointing it straight at you.
Now, look here. What's the idea?
I'm placing you under arrest. You and your gang are through operating in the Basin country.
Who are you to be arresting anybody?
Take a look at this.
A United States Marshal.
You ain't got nothing on me, Gabbard.
I've got plenty on you, Kincaid. Thanks to your friend, the Phantom Rider, and your henchman, Gerson.
What are you talking about?
I've got all the proof that you had Morgan's herd rustled, as well as other ranchers in these parts. You've been running things to suit yourself long enough. The sheriff of Crescent City and his men are waiting outside.
You can't get by with us.
I've already gotten by with it, Kincaid. All right, Sheriff, come on in. Bring Gerson with you.
What are they doing with Gerson?
The Phantom turned him over to the sheriff, and he's done enough talking to put you away for a long time.
Well, all right, Marshal. What do you want me to do with him?
Take him into the county seat, Sheriff. Prosecute him for the charges I've filed against him.
Gerson, you double-crossing rat. I
had to do it, Marshal. Phantom would have
All
killed
right,
me.
all right. Well, Sheriff, I'm licked. But as for you, Gabbard, one of these days I'll... Hey, where did he go?
Why, he was here a minute ago.
I should have had better sense than to trust that coyote.
Well, you can give the Phantom credit for this, Kincaid.
What I want to know is just who is this Phantom? Did you get a look at him, Garson?
No, boss. He kept his whole head covered with a big white mask. But he done one thing just before we left Morgan's that set me to thinking.
Yeah? What was that?
He asked Morgan if he could have a glass of milk.
A glass of milk? Well, I'll be...
From out of the nowhere into the wild and untamed West comes the Phantom Rider. Can it be that Blue Gabbard and the Phantom Rider, the one and same? Don't miss next week's thrill-packed adventures of radio's newest rough-riding, fast-drawing, quick-thinking Western star, and starring America's most beloved cowboy, Tex Ritter. And remember, wherever you go, Whatever you do, the Phantom Rider is watching you.
Hold, nice, hold, easy.
The Phantom Rider.
Don't miss episode 2 of The Phantom Rider next week at the same time. Written and produced by Cottonseed Cloth. This is a Foy Willing, Jack Beekman enterprise.